This time I'm not very tired anymore. So I don't sound like a freaking idiot. Welcome to the I'm tired. I'm very tired.
You were so mellow.
I know. But then at least we got it up and running. Hey, it's the Endless Sides podcast. I'm making a block of audio.
Hey.
What up?
Who cares? Welcome to this episode of the Endless Sides podcast. My name is Tyler.
Woo, I'm Kayla.
And it's your boy, Brian, a.k.a. Hippie White.
Brian is the fill-in for Blake tonight because Blake has work, like a scrub.
He's making money, though.
He is making money, unlike me.
Same.
And unlike you.
Same. I owe
Unlike
money. I owe money. This
episode of the Endless Sides podcast is brought to you by our very own Mike Rizzi. His book, White Eagles by Robert Statin, is a joyride of unexpected twists and turns that will leave you wanting more.
Woo.
White Eagles successfully incorporates various real life aspects into the story to provide a more shut up. Stop laughing.
Sorry.
To provide a more authentic experience to follow as you follow the characters who try to understand the known from the unknown. I still have not fixed my spelling error from Fiam.
Oh my god.
White Eagles is currently available on Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, and Lulu Publishing. Links will be provided in the description for purchase. Again, they are on Amazon, iTunes, Barnes & Noble, and Lulu Publishing. Thanks again to our very own Mike Rizzi.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike. Okay, well, it's been a week.
Woo.
It is. I think I'm gonna start dating these when we start recording. So it'll be like today is
I don't even know the date.
Saturday, February 17th, 2018. Only because last week we talked about something. I can't remember what it was. And like the day after I posted it, something happened, and it's like, or the day before we posted it, something happened. I can't remember. It wasn't this. Was it this shooting? No, it wasn't the shooting.
No. I made a comment of that after the recording, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Right after the recording.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we were talking about, though, but so what I want to do is like start dating it that way it's like people know that we're not saying anything about what just happened, but so today is the 17th of February 2018. It is a Saturday, which normally we'd be doing Fridays because I think Fridays are easier to record.
Yeah.
So also it just gives us extra time because I think I'm gonna stick to the Tuesday posting now to posting the podcast on Tuesday. That way we just have an entire weekend and plus Monday.
Plus Monday, you need that Monday.
Yeah, because Monday sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair to say Monday sucks ass.
Definitely.
So, yeah, so I'm going to start dating it, and then my mind's drawing a blank. So, Kayla, how has your week been?
Oh, it's been good. I just had school. I did a speech on Bearded Dragons that I talked about last time we met, and I'm very proud of myself over it, so I'm going to keep bringing it up until the next speech. Excellent.
Yes. We're very proud of you. And Brian, you're very new here, but Kayla, you know Brian more than any of us do, so.
Yeah, my boyfriend will be, our 1 year is next month.
Oh my god, is it really 1 year already?
Yes, it doesn't feel like it.
Oh my god. 1 year? Jeez.
Yeah, our anniversary is actually the weekend after my birthday. So, it's kind of perfect.
Are we doing anything for your birthday?
I have no idea,
because I don't even know.
Honest.
So for me, my dad's side of the family does St. Patrick's Day at my aunt's house, my dad's sister's house. But we haven't heard anything about that yet, so I don't know if we're doing anything on St. Patrick's Day because it is on a Saturday.
Yeah.
So if we don't have anything going on, maybe we should do like a little party or something. I don't know. It's up to you. You're the birthday woman now.
Woman. No, I'm still a girl, let's be honest. I'm a little girl. I'm a child. But I have no idea. The only thing that I know for sure that is happening on Saturday is I'm waking up and getting to the DMV as soon as it opens.
Oh my god, I need to renew my license. Thank you for that. Oh my god. It expires on the 26th of February, so.
Really? That soon? Did you not Is that how? Wait.
It is 3 years. Let me pull out my license real quick.
Wouldn't once you get the updated license when you turn 21,
you get the horizontal one.
Yeah, you get the horizontal one. Wouldn't they just renew it then, or does it keep the original renew date?
What do you mean?
Like my license expires on a certain day, but that's like a year or two after this year. So my thought process and knowledge is that when you turn 21 and you get the new license, the expiration date changes. So that's like a little soon.
5 plus 3 is 8, right?
Yes.
I got my license in 2013. What? Kayla, when did you get your license?
I got it in, let me think, 2016? Maybe. I got it when I turned 18.
Yeah, I got mine when I turned 17, I think. But that still doesn't make sense. That's we graduated in 2015 though.
2015 is when I got it done.
Okay.
2015. I can't do math.
Brian, you have your license?
Yeah.
When did you get your license?
2008.
Oh. All right, then. I think that makes us pretty young here.
he's 26.
That's still not bad. That's amazing. 2008, but that would make you, see, you're 20. I'm 20.
I was 15, 16 in 2008.
But I would.
I was probably 16. I think
I was turning 13 in 2008. Maybe it was between like 11 and 13. I cannot be sure. I can do the math actually. Yeah. I'm going to do the math because I'm very confused.
Okay, if you want to move the microphone closer to your, like, you want to move the arm closer to your face, that's perfectly fine.
I don't think you can move for closer though. I tried and it wouldn't do it. I was turning 11 that year.
You were turning 11 that year?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Makes me feel old as
You're
fuck.
a baby. We are babies. We are the babies now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But we're getting older though.
Yeah.
It
can't
sucks.
believe I can't believe I still can't believe your 21st is going to be that's so weird. Well, I met you when you were 12 or 13.
Did we meet in 6th grade?
We met at band camp from 5th to 6th.
Yeah.
With our favorite band teachers.
Oh my god.
I miss junior high band.
I miss junior high band too, but junior high band went to utter crap after we left.
And I know the band director, she was having issues.
I think she had a psychotic breakdown.
She probably did, because we pushed her a lot. But,
yeah, we did.
You know, it'd be great if I silenced my phone.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Kayla, remember last spot?
Yeah. You guys silence your phones.
I made that like, no, I gotta make sure that doesn't happen again.
Or just stick it in your lap so it won't make any noise.
But it might be, it might feel nice.
Oh, okay.
I need to pull out my list of topics because I totally. Kayla, you have anything you want to talk about this week?
Well, we can talk about how our old band director threw shoes and rubber chickens at people.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our band director was crazy.
Yeah, there was this one guy in the brass section. I don't want to say his name.
No, it wasn't brass. It was for our flutes, wasn't it?
No, he played like the tuba or the baritone or something.
Did it start with a C?
D.
All right, because the person I'm thinking of starts with a T, and it's not me. I'm saying
no.
It was.
He always danced. He would always stand up and dance to Single Ladies.
Him.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. Talking about.
Yeah, he pushed her a lot.
Big kid?
Yep. Big
okay,
kid.
yeah, I know.
He pushed her a lot.
I don't even remember his actual name. I just remember that you say the D was. Okay, maybe I think I might have an idea, but the person
I'll tell you after we're done recording.
The person that I'm thinking of is his name is when when you go to a salon and your skin gets darker, you get a what? Yeah,
I know who.
He was in our section.
I think he was like first chair the majority of the time.
He was first chair majority. I mean, he was good.
Yeah.
But he also drove the band director up the wall.
Yeah. I think there was like one person per section besides like oboes that really pushed her. A lot.
I think brass was the worst as far as I remember.
Yeah, I think, that whole section.
Brian, do you play any instruments?
No, but I do write music.
I'm in the same boat. Well, I'm kind of in the same boat. I played the flute, though, so...
I used to play guitar when I was little, but I kind of just gave that up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, Kayla got to push him now.
Well, yeah, but he also messed his hand up in football.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Why don't you tell the story? It's a very...
Uh-oh.
I mean, like, all right, so I was at football practice and my hand bent, like, back, like it was bad. And then, like, I went home that day and the new Guitar Hero Metallica just came out. And I really wanted it. And I swear, like, that weekend was the best weekend of my life. Until I went to the doctor and found out I broke my hand in, like, a bunch of places.
Oh, no.
And I just kept playing on it. And, like, my hand was just, like, it burned every time. But it felt so good.
Oh, my God. I can't. I've never broken any bones. Kayla, have you?
Knock on wood, man.
No.
Oh, yeah. No, I just jinxed myself.
No,
I know, I just
yeah.
jinxed myself.
The only person in my family that's broken a bone, other than my mom and dad, has been my brother. And
Your brother?
Yeah, it was... I don't remember. I think it was junior or sophomore year. He was... there was a playground that had just opened up in my neighborhood down the road, and
Right.
he was there with friends, and they were on the monkey bars, and he fell and landed on
Man,
his...
those monkey parts are dangerous.
Yeah, he fell and landed... I think he put his hands out, and he broke his wrist.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was not a fun day, being that I was asleep, and my parents were trying to call me.
Oh, my
God.
God. Yeah, I've had those moments.
Yeah, the neighbor kid had to come get us, even though I don't understand why they didn't just, like, call Sarah, because I think she had a phone at that point, but we still had, like, a home phone, too, so.
Right.
I don't know, but neighbor kid rang on the doorbell and was like, get Kayla. Her parents are trying to reach her, but I was knocked out. I was knocked the hell out.
One of my favorite shows growing up was a very gruesome show. I think it was on MTV, back when MTV was like funny and like not full of Jersey Shore people. So I forgot what it was called, but it was like a show about like pretty gruesome injuries, like you get like skateboarding and stuff like that. It was like skateboarding, like doing extreme stuff like that. And a lot of the times they would show bone. Like
Scarred.
Oh. Yes!
Scarred.
That's what it was.
Oh my God, I love that show. That show was awesome.
My other favorite show was MXC.
Yeah. Oh my.
I went on an MXC watching spree on YouTube.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
Oh, that was and then what threw me for a loop though was that like that wasn't a real show. That was a dubbed show that like the real show, it was from a Japanese game show called like something with Castle or
I don't know what it was called, but I did hear that like English or like American writers like dubbed it over.
Oh yeah.
Filled in their own words and it was just gold.
It was so Kayla, do you know that?
No,
Did you
I
watch
don't.
any like MTV stuff when you were
No.
growing up? Okay.
No, it was mainly like Disney, Nickelodeon, like PBS, and then like Discovery Channel.
Right.
All that educational stuff because I'm a nerd.
Right. Well, so am I. So, well, growing up, okay, so I wasn't allowed to watch that stuff growing up.
Yeah, that's probably another reason why that never came up, because that...
Yeah. But however, my sister is 10 years older than me. So she would be out and about when I was pretty young. She would be at her friend's house or something late at night. And she had a TV in her room growing up. I did not. And so I would always sneak in and watch MXC, Scarred, like all those shows that I should not be watching. Like I even started watching like Family Guy then. I was like, my parents are like, "Ty, you should be watching that." I'm like, "I don't care. It's funny." And that's where most of my twisted humor comes from.
Hell
Just
yeah.
kidding.
My parents, the one show that I didn't understand until recently why my parents wouldn't let me watch was Ed, Ed and Eddie. They would not let me watch that. And just like seeing things now, like on social media, like they've been posting a lot of like clips of it lately.
Yeah.
Just seeing like that stuff, and I'm like, well, yeah, I could see why my parents wouldn't let like a 6-year-old watch that.
Right.
So I guess I missed out. Because it looked stupid, but kind
It's
of
stupid, but it was my childhood. My parents didn't like it, but they let me watch it. However, they did not let me watch Caillou. Do you remember Caillou?
Why did they not let you watch
Because
it?
Caillou was a little shithead.
Oh, yeah.
There's reason.
Yeah.
It was-
I don't think my parents caught on to that, but I don't think they were home when I would watch Caillou. It was always my grandpa, and he'd be resting his eyes. So.
Yeah, the sneaky grandparents.
Yes.
Oh well.
Oh,
I
well.
mean,
You didn't miss much with Caillou.
I didn't. I know I didn't miss much because whenever I would watch it, my parents would be like, they'd be like, "Oh no, and I'd instantly change the channel, or my mom at least, and Roly Poly Oly. That was my other favorite. That was one of my favorite shows. Please tell me.
That sounds familiar. I've probably seen it. I need to
Look it up. I think it's spelled like the way you sound it out. I can't remember if it is.
I think it's like one L in each.
Oh yeah, it could.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe it'll autocorrect.
Yeah, that's
ROLIE. I've seen this.
Did you ever watch it though?
I don't know. It looks so familiar. Probably. Yeah, I remember this little kid thing.
Robot.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not watch this consistently. What the hell? Yeah,
Apparently, I was obsessed with Teletubbies though when growing up.
I was obsessed with Teletubbies too.
I think my mom always tells me that my favorite was Poe, the red one. I think we talked about this. I don't remember if it was on the podcast though.
No, this might have been like a...
I think this was off air.
Yeah. I still remember the theme song.
Yeah.
It's is it just like the names like Tinky Winky, Dipsy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Teletubbies.
All right, we're in the kids show territory now. There was another show.
Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales.
Yes.
Oh, I think that's where I got most of my. I think that's where I got my interest from.
Oh my god.
I'm a bad person. Oh my god, Dragon Tales was one of my favorites. I know I never watched Disney. I was not a Disney kid growing up, so I always missed out on like all the Disney XD shows and stuff like that.
I don't think we really paid attention to the Disney XD until like Phineas and Ferb, Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch was a TV show at some point between the first
it was
and the
after.
second
I think
movie.
it was after the movies.
Yeah.
Or after the first.
I think it was
movie.
after the first movie. Then they did I think maybe like a season or two of the TV show, and then they released the second movie.
Right. What about? I remember. Didn't The Emperor's New Groove have a TV show, or was it just the movies?
It did.
I don't think it was good though.
No, it was not good.
See, one thing that really bothers me about TV shows and movies is they always replace the voice actors that are good. I mean, understandably, they have the voice actors for the movies. They have other shit to do, so it's
they're like movie actors.
yeah, they're movie actors. They have other things. I mean, I that's understandable, but it ruins the magic for me.
It does.
So it's like I don't really like. I think the only good TV adaptation of a movie was The Penguins of Madagascar. I think that was the only fairly good one.
Yeah, I liked that show.
Yeah, because I don't think they used. I think they used the same voice actors. Because I mean, they sounded pretty similar if they were.
I don't know. I couldn't say, but there was one. I think this was a Disney show. They switched up the art style in the middle of the
American
show.
Dragon Jake Long.
Yes, that pissed me off so much. The original one, he was like a European style dragon.
Yes,
and it worked, and whatever they were doing, it worked. It made sense, and it was like great. And then like halfway through the show, they all of a sudden like you start watching, and he's like completely different art style. Like the character looks different. He's now a Chinese dragon, and all this stuff. It made no sense. That totally
it was garbage. Did you see the on Facebook there was a picture going around comparing the two styles in the same frame though?
Oh, I have not seen that.
Well, not the same frame. It's like two separate panels, but you could tell how shitty it looked. Like right after the first style change. Mm-hmm. So it's like. Dude, I wonder if it was a different artist. There must have been a reason behind it.
I would like to look into what happened because that was such like a drastic shift.
That was one of my favorite shows.
It was one of mine too.
Because it was just so cool. I liked it, and all of a sudden the art just he looked like a teenager. I think they were trying they're going for speculation there. I'm pretty sure they're trying to go like for a grown up kid look, make like teenager, because he looked like pretty young in the first style. Mm-hmm. But the second style he looked more like teenager-ish, I want to say. But then again, you could tell that there's the style change, the line thickness change, like going in like into the rabbit hole of art. You could see the color
palette too.
The color, yeah, I think he got a little lighter. I think his skin tone got a little lighter in the second adaptation. So
it's like everything changed, and there was like no subtle transition, and no like explanation as to why this kid turns into this one dragon, and the next thing you know, he's a completely different kind of dragon.
Right.
Like, that was the hardest thing for me to get over. Like, it's one thing if you get a different art style, but at least try to make it consistent.
Yeah. I don't know. I doubt they make any more episodes, so it probably was best that they canceled it.
Yeah. I have no idea even where to go to find that besides like YouTube.
Probably YouTube, or I mean, if you want to torrent it, I'm sure you can torrent anything. So, I think, God, what other shows did you watch growing up? Did you watch any? I mean, MythBusters was one of our favorites.
I love MythBusters.
Yeah, MythBusters was the bomb, and I heard that they got. I don't watch TV. I'll just start off by saying that I don't watch TV. I don't watch live TV. I don't watch broadcast TV. I heard that the MythBusters are back with new hosts.
Yes,
all new hosts.
Yes, they Carrie, Grant, and Tori are doing
White Rabbit
on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then Adam and Jamie, I think they split and are doing their own separate thing, doing whatever.
Adam is doing Tested on YouTube. He's doing the Tested channel with the Asian guy who's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I'll have to show you, because what Adam does is awesome. He did a Totoro cosplay. He did he made a whole Totoro costume, and nobody knew he was inside it.
Oh, he did that with Chewbacca too.
Yeah. And he just recently did it with something else. Was it Chewbacca, the new one, or?
Chewbacca was the most recent one that I've seen, but I didn't know about the Totoro one.
Yeah.
Because the Chewbacca one he ended up like reposting it or something. It went viral for a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So.
And Jamie, I think he's back doing like movie props and stuff, I believe.
I don't know. He's not really active on social media, so
he's the old guy.
Yeah, I think he's just doing his own thing.
He's probably doing his own thing. I mean, it's
if
great.
Not retired.
It kind of sucks, because what ruined the magic for me was when I was reading articles about why MythBusters disbanded. It was because they argued a lot. They got in heated
fights.
Kind of like not physical fights, but
yeah.
But it just kind of sucked hearing that, because it's like those are my idols growing up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, TV they make them look like two peas in a pod, but it's like it sucks hearing that they were just they weren't compatible being hosts together, and that's what really ruined it for me. But it's nice to see that the trio, the Grant, Tori, and Carrie are still. They're still kicking. I mean, they're still doing great stuff. I tried watching White Rabbit. It was kind of weird to watch it.
I liked the first episode, and I liked the idea of like some of the things that they were doing, because they were doing like superhero stuff, and Carrie had like the mind control or whatever, and she was making Tori do whatever. Like they were at an Italian restaurant, and she was fucking with him pretty much. That was hilarious, but I haven't watched any of the other ones, so I can't really say. But that one made me laugh out loud. So
I tried watching, I think, more than one episode, so I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
It was weird. I didn't quite understand the goal behind what they were doing, besides showing off cool things. Because
MythBusters, there's a myth they're trying to debunk. With White Rabbit, it's just like science experiments, so it's like there's not really a much of a narrative, but it's I think it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great that they're doing sciencey stuff. Like, I will totally promote the STEM and STEM stuff and all the sciencey kind of things that belong in education. But it's like to watch it. I mean, I'd rather go on YouTube to watch sciencey stuff personally.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
On YouTube, there's more like unfiltered balls to the wall shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just people just being flat out stupid, but they ain't about to put that on Netflix.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Brian, what shows did you watch growing up?
I grew up with like Ghost Hunters.
Ghost Adventures?
Ghost Hunters first.
Hunters?
With
Okay.
with the Taps team.
Yeah.
And then it was Ghost Adventures, but I really grew up with like Dragon Ball Z. That was my Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. That was my best.
I grew up with Dragon Ball Z like at early nights, like what was it, 9 o'clock where it was usually on it.
I don't remember the days. I just remember I was always watching it.
Yeah, I was always on like right before I was gonna go to bed when I was younger. For ghost stuff, my go-to was paranormal. Ghost Adventures. That was Zach.
Yes.
They just had the best episode ever with Post Malone a couple weeks ago.
Post Malone was on it?
Yeah, it was a good episode.
What?
It was hilarious on Twitter. He posted this ratchet ass selfie where he's like a triple chin, whatever, and all he says, "I'm going ghost hunting." And I think like they said something like a little while later where there was like a selfie posted with them, and he's Ghost Malone now.
Yes.
Oh my god, I gotta watch that.
It's great. Man, I was terrified. That was a pretty scary episode because they were in like a slaughterhouse that turned into a haunted house.
Yeah.
But like a bunch of like cattle and like people were murdered there like way back in the day, and like it's crazy.
Wow.
You gotta watch it.
I have to look that up when we're done.
I need to rewatch the episode. I think I watched
I sent it to you.
I haven't watched.
Yeah, you did.
I haven't watched Ghost Adventures for a very long time. That's the problem. Because I think it kind of went to garbage after like 2013 or so, 2014.
Nick left and it got better.
Didn't Aaron leave too? I thought. Okay.
No, Aaron. Billy is on now. He like started making appearances.
Billy.
Billy Tully with the guy with the mohawk.
Yeah, what the audio technician? Yeah.
He's like a full-fledged like honored member now, and there's like a couple other people that I think help with like shooting and other audio stuff.
So is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
It's like the same. It's like the same.
Because I think it probably went through. I think it must have went through like a phase where it was like kind of a junky show.
Yeah.
Kind of show.
Yeah, I think part of that had to do with Nick and Zach butting heads, because I think Nick left over creative differences and how he wanted to take the show.
I could totally see that.
And Nick started his own paranormal show with this other woman. I have no idea what it is. I've seen maybe like
I think
2 or 3 episodes, and it's all like staged and fake and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that. Yeah, I heard about that.
It was like I wanted to give it a chance because like that'd be awesome, but it was like completely fake. So it was really disappointing.
That is disappointing, but I mean, if Zach and Nick weren't getting along, I mean, Zach is like the head honcho.
Oh yeah, that's the
and
Ghost
Zach
Adventures
is a huge
baby.
tool, so you know how that.
Do you follow him at all on social media?
No, I follow Aaron more than I do Zach. I've seen Aaron's posts more than I do Zach on Twitter. Zach
is really active on like Snapchat, and he is so on Twitter. But Snapchat, he's a total tool.
They're pretty funny to watch on Snapchat.
Yeah, but they if they're going out on the road or everything, they record like behind the scenes stuff on like Snapchat and them messing around with each other and all that stuff, and it's actually pretty entertaining.
Huh, man. Well, I mean, I haven't kept up. One of my other favorite shows is Paranormal State that was in Pennsylvania, Penn State University.
I've heard of that.
I think I've heard that.
It was like this, this fresh out of college kid who was not. He wasn't like Zach level of tool. He was actually, I wouldn't really call him a tool. I think I'd call him more helpful than anything, because he would get not Mary. What's that Warren guy or Warren? I'm talking about the psychic. Her last name is Warren.
No. Is
The
it
old lady psychic.
Oh, was she with Ghost Adventures too?
I believe she's been in a couple of episodes of Ghost Adventures a long time ago.
Maybe I'll have to see something.
Yeah. I mean, with Paranormal State, what he does is like so there's a story. There's structure to the show. Mm-hmm. So what he does is he goes in, he interviews the homeowners or the whatever whoever owns the property. He asks, what's going on, what's happening. So if he decides that, okay, it sounds pretty active, let's do an overnight thing. So he kind of does what Ghost Adventures does, except he doesn't provoke them as badly as Zach does.
Oh yeah.
And then if he finds that it's pretty malevolent, and he will bring in like the psychic, and they'll try and cleanse the property, something like that. And I mean, I'm not gonna say I fully believe. I like that stuff. I think it's really. I think it's very nice of him to do that. I think it's a good show, a sign of good heart. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I like Paranormal State more than I do Ghost Adventures, but Ghost Adventures is so active. I like how active they are in Ghost Adventures, and I like Taps, Ghost Hunters. I like that. I didn't watch that as much as I did Adventures, though.
No, I couldn't get into Ghost Hunters. That one, I didn't.
They faked a lot of it.
They faked a lot of it.
The chandelier one was the biggest faked one. What were you gonna say, Brian?
I was such a fan of that show that that's before I just believed everything.
Yeah.
That was on that show. And then I was like, maybe not all of it's real, but
I discovered ghosts in 3rd grade. I discovered the concept of ghosts, and it scared the shit out of me. So yeah. I would have to sleep in my parents' room, not in the same bed. I'm saying I slept at
on the floor,
at the foot of the bed, and I was like, and every morning they'd wake up and I was just like,
have you ever seen a ghost before?
I used to think I did, but I know I didn't, and because the first type of ghosts that I learned about were orbs. Yeah. And I used to think there were orbs in the corners of my room and there's ceiling corners, and it's
oh my god.
I used to be absolutely fucking mortified of my room at night, so I wouldn't sleep in my room, and I had to sleep with a lamp on, or a dim lamp, and it's like, I don't know how. Yeah. I believed everything when I was younger. Why, have you seen that? Have you seen?
I've seen one ghost my entire life.
Oh, do tell! I love ghost stuff.
So, do you know where Waukesha Forest Preserve is?
Yeah.
It's I was in there with my friend. This was 2009, I think. I was 18, something like that, around there. And we were over there, and we're just walking through the forest, and about 40 or 50 yards away, we just see this tall Native American woman in a white dress with long black hair.
Nice.
And it was like a movie, because I looked at my friend, and then we looked back and she was gone.
Oh.
And the cornfield that she was standing in was cut down. So there was no way she could have ran back into the forest. She disappeared.
Awesome.
And I've always been trying to go back there and find her, but I never have.
I would love to get more into the paranormal stuff. I just for shits and giggles. I'm not talking actively into it, but yeah. I would love to seek truth. I want to be the Zach. I don't want to be the Zach. I want to be the Aaron.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'd be like, oh,
let's go.
Did you hear that? I love how Aaron's expressions are just
he just has so much emotion. It's
so
pure.
Aaron is definitely one of my favorite of the Ghost Adventures, and so I would love to seek out the truth and seek out if I have at least one experience before I'm old, very old, and I can't do anything. I'd be very happy to at least experience one ghostly thing, whether it be a chair moving out of nowhere.
Something.
We can make that happen.
No, I'm not messing with the Ouija boards.
Oh no! I would never ever.
Okay, good.
No.
As much as a skeptic as I am, Ouija boards terrify the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So.
Never.
That's how you open the portal, and that's not okay.
Yeah, that is.
No.
That is too dangerous for me.
Yeah.
I'm not risking that shit for anything.
I'm not risking.
But we can go ghost hunting though.
Where do you go besides the park?
Well, I mean, We could check Waukesha. We could check like Bachelor's Grove.
Bachelor's Grove.
Or there's a haunted cemetery right in downtown Oswego, right off Main Street.
Is it the
right by 71?
Yeah,
right over there.
That's cemetery. Really?
Yeah, there's stories of an old man and like a little girl, like ghost stories from there. And my friend used to live down the street, and he said he saw a little girl in a red dress one time, like holding a dog, and the dog was like barking like fucking crazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but like
no, it's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, like he moved away from there, but I believe that place is haunted because that place is really.
Kayla, we got a camera. And we can go there.
I have all of my equipment still.
You still do? Okay.
That's why I'm saying we should go.
Yeah, I have all the
man,
equipment.
I gotta hype myself up.
If we go to Bachelor's Grove, that's where the mafia used to dump all the dead bodies in the lake.
Kayla, did you not know that?
No, yeah. I didn't.
There's been like ghost cars and like you can hear like a Model T or whatever, you know, like chugging along the road, and you see like, you know how headlights used to be lanterns on cars?
Yeah.
You could see like 2 lanterns driving down roads.
That's so freaky. I want to go.
See, I would want to go too, but I know I probably would like
puss out. I would puss out so bad.
I guess like the path there is like really creepy, like creepier than the graveyard.
Yeah, but it's like a cracked. It's a cracked road. I remember seeing pictures. It's like, it's just a narrow road. That's just like not up. It's not. It hasn't been like kept up or anything. It's just like. Oh, I love watching documentaries about that stuff. One of my favorite shows was I think it was on Ghost Adventures where they went to Bachelor's Grove.
Really?
Right? I think they went to Bachelor's Grove at least once.
I don't remember. I don't think I've seen that one.
Unless it was a different show.
About that.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I don't know.
That was probably a different show. They went to
Kayla, I'm amazed you never heard of Bachelor's Grove?
I've never
That's one of the most haunted places in Chicago.
Yeah.
Kayla, I'm disappointed.
I knew when I was all caught up and like so head over heels infatuated with ghost hunting and all that stuff. I knew like all like the obscure shit and all that stuff, but that over my head, that I had no idea.
Have you heard of Resurrection Mary?
That's at Bachelor's Grove, right? No,
yeah, I believe Archer's Cemetery. I think it's called, or something like that.
Is she like on Route 66? No, she's by a diner. She by a diner?
No, I don't. It's like on the south side of Chicago, like near Orland Park. There's a cemetery out there,
I
and
learned
like
about this in
Archer Avenue Cemetery. I think that's what it's called.
Psychology.
Psychology?
Yeah,
my teacher. I had lifespan psychology, so my teacher the start of the semester we talked about birth and all of that stuff, and then talked about death at the end. And my teacher spent a day talking about ghosts. So
wow,
yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
I think he showed something on YouTube about it. Like, does she like try to does she like hitchhike?
Yeah,
and stuff like. Yep.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
She died. She died on prom night. She got hit by a car. And
so she
this was like 1950.
There's like a diner or gas station right down the road from the cemetery, and like people come in all the time, like talking about her, like that she asked for a ride or whatever. That there's just a woman walking up and down the road or on the side of the road.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and she'll like I don't remember how exactly it goes, but she'll ask to get in the car, and she'll get in the car, and then I think like I don't know if it's like once you start driving she like disappears, or if like once you pass the cemetery she disappears. But there's
no, I think you drop her off at the cemetery. She asked to go to the cemetery.
Yeah, I don't know, something weird like
something like that.
But she has her fingerprints are like rusted on the cemetery's gate, like on the door, and like you could still see that on like Google to this day, if you type in Resurrection Mary. So like I've always wanted to see that, but nobody can find her grave because nobody knows what her real name is.
Yeah,
there's for going back to Bachelor's Grove. There's a picture floating out. Have you seen the picture of the woman sitting on the grave?
That's supposedly her. I believe that was supposed to be her. I don't know. I've seen that picture.
Oh God, that's so cool. Oh my, I love this stuff.
Her.
I love this stuff. It's so cool. Like I said, I'm not a firm believer, but this I love getting spooked. I love the idea of being just like benign things are just like so cool to me.
Let me tell you though, I'm like old as shit, but like I'm still afraid to run up the stairs with no lights on.
Oh yes, it's very much
like
the same.
Someone is chasing me up the stairs.
I know, it is very much the same for me. I can't blame you.
Yeah, but I'll go out and hunt things that can kill me, like a demon hunter.
One of my favorite episodes of Ghost Adventures was the one where they had the well, where they dumped what was the bar? God, I can't remember.
I think
Bobby Mackey's.
Yes. Oh,
that one was insane.
That is supposedly the most haunted place in America, if I believe.
That like whole well thing is like a portal to hell, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen that one.
And like I think it was like the first investigation. Like Zach went there and he got these huge gnarly scratches on his back.
I remember.
Yeah.
That.
Oh my God, that.
I think Bobby Mackey the actual like guy who owns it. I think he passed away a couple years ago.
Oh. What?
Yeah, he was old.
I don't remember him being old. I have to look this up.
I think it was like some heart thing.
Understandably, getting scared the shit out of each other.
Heart attack.
Oh, but while you're looking that up, my dad made me laugh a little while ago because the building that he works at is supposedly haunted.
Oh
And he, like, all the years, he's been working there for maybe, like, 20-something years. And he has never had any kind of, like, ghostly encounter or whatever. But all of his coworkers have, and they talk to him about it. But, like, just, like, a couple months ago, he had one. He was in the bathroom all by himself. And he was, like, you know, peeing, doing his own thing. And he said, like, a toilet, like, started flushing or whatever. And it's, like, the stall, like, there's nobody in it. The stall doesn't activate unless you're, like, right there in the stall type thing. Right. It's an automatic thing, so it was really weird.
See, okay, so I have to debunk that.
I know, it was probably some, like, technical thing.
It's a plumbing issue.
But he was super excited about it.
That is interesting, because I used to believe my bathrooms were haunted, too. Because my toilets, we've had many shitty toilets, pun intended, over the years. So we've had toilets, you know, that like to self-flush, and unfortunately that is a plumber's.
Yeah, but he was convinced it was I think he was skeptical about it, but he goes around now saying, I had a ghost encounter.
Yeah.
Finally, he can
something to brag about.
Something to brag about.
So Bobby Mackey, still alive.
Oh, he is?
He is still alive.
Then who died? There'd been, like, a couple of people on Ghost Adventures who were features on...
Wasn't one of the keepers? It was probably one of the janitors, I think.
Maybe. Somebody died from Bobby Mackey, I think. And then there was, I think, the guy that was in England at that inn in England.
Oh, yeah.
I think he died. I think that's who I'm thinking of.
Do you remember the episode where we've talked 30 minutes about ghosts, and I'm not sorry, because I love ghost stuff. Do you remember the episode where they were in Seattle, where they were the underground tunnels? Yes. That was a weird episode. That was. See, underground tunnels, that is one of my phobias.
Yeah, I would want to go, if I were to explore them, I would want to go during the day, but even then I don't know how much that would help my nerves, being that it's underground and dark.
And possibly haunted
on top of that.
With the prostitute down there. Do you remember the prostitute part? Because there was a prostitute that liked to, it was a slave trade. It was a human trafficking point. Because because Seattle, being on the western border of the Pacific Ocean, because they used to trade people from the Asian countries, and so they wouldn't hire they would kidnap prostitutes, and of course that's a bad thing to do. Don't kidnap prostitutes, people. Don't kidnap anybody. Don't kidnap anybody. It's bad. But I remember, like, in the episode, they called out one of Ghost Adventures. They called out one of the hosts. I can't remember if it was Aaron or Zach. I don't think it was Nick. And they called them out by name, or the prostitute called with the voice recorder. Yeah. They called out one of them by name, and it's like, oh, that's creepy. And it was Aaron, because it was like he goes, I think he goes, you know, this is I'm totally probably misquoting, but he wanted like to. Do you want to touch me? And it said yes or something like that. And I think I remember that episode now. Ooh. I had the first a couple seasons torrented on my old hard drive, I'm gonna have to retorrent them. So because we need to have
a ghost hunt.
One of my favorite shows was A Haunting. It was. Do you remember that show? That it wasn't an actual thing. It was. It was like a storytelling show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of my favorite shows on Discovery Channel.
Is that where like people would tell like their ghost stories or whatever?
Yes.
Yes.
That show scared the fucking shit out of me. No, that show scared the shit out of me more than Ghost Adventures ever did, because the way they produced it, the cinematography was great in that show, but it was like, oh my god, they could tell a story like that so like to the T. It was amazing. I love that show. I had so many seasons on my hard drive too, and I was just like, fuck, I wish I still had my hard drive. Oh my god, we need to have like a total paranormal geek out night.
Yes.
I mean, besides tonight. I'm totally fine with it.
We gotta have the horror movie night.
Horror,
and now
Paranormal Activity, like last week. Yeah. Still nothing's come of that. We're still to watch Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. I still can't believe Blake hasn't seen Indiana Jones.
Besides the last one.
Besides
Crystal
the last
Skull.
one of all of the ones he could have seen.
Yeah.
It's the last one.
It was... which wasn't that great. It was a good movie, but it wasn't...
It was entertaining. I could stand to watch it again, but it's out of the whole series, it's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. Plus they had Shia LaBeouf, which is a good or bad thing, I want to say.
I just rediscovered the Rob Cantor Shia LaBeouf song.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god.
I showed it to him a while ago for the first time, and it was amazing.
Oh my god.
I love the meme where Shia LaBeouf's in that black SUV next to the biker dude. He has the GoPro on his helmet, and they have the song.
That.
And out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Shia LaBeouf. God. That was a great music video, and the song too was a great song. I love that song.
I had the song on my playlist. Unashamedly.
I bought it.
Yep.
Did you buy it, or did you? Is it on Spotify?
It's on Apple Music.
Did you buy it though, or no?
Well, we technically buy it since my parents pay for the subscription. So.
I bought it. I actually paid the $1.29 for the song a while ago.
Honestly, it's worth the money. It's worth the money.
No regrets.
It's worth the money. It's good enough where it's worth the money.
Oh, absolutely. It is a great song. He's probably one of the most memed people on the internet, besides the Just Do It and...
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really get any farther than
that. No, that's just the internet summed up, pretty much.
Oh my god. I wonder who's next. I wonder who's going to be the next...
celebrity driven to a breakdown and then made into a meme.
Well, that was Britney Spears first.
It
was Britney Spears.
She didn't really become a meme though. That was before.
No, she was just a funny thing. And then you got that Chris guy going, "Leave Britney alone." Man, I think that pretty much dates us right there. It's like, how old are you guys? Well, I remember "Leave Britney Alone." I remember that.
Fred. Do you remember Fred?
Stupid fucking... I hated him. Oh, I hated him so much.
Hey guys, it's Fred!
Oh, God.
My favorite episode of... one of my favorite episodes of iCarly was the iCarly Fred mashup. It was... I don't know why. I love it. Fred annoyed the shit out of me, but he made me laugh. So I can't really complain.
Oh, God. I hated Fred so much. He was the worst. Do you remember? Oh, what were you gonna say?
I'm sorry. I remember one time in second grade, I like entered a raffle for something,
right?
And then like a week later, I like stayed home sick. I don't know. I think my mom just made me stay home, and I came in the next day, and supposedly I won like a Britney Spears poster.
What?
Yeah, and I loved it. I like hung it up in my room and everything.
What?
Yeah. I just randomly remembered that happened.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
I don't think I've ever had anything like that happen to me. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic actually. I was happy.
Oh my god.
The only contest I've ever won in school was when I was going to elementary school in Georgetown in Aurora. This is kindergarten through second grade, and I think it was first grade when this happened. My mom entered this raffle for cupcakes, like a cupcake raffle something, and I ended up winning a stereo that had a TV built into it. What? It was like a black and white TV, little square TV. And like you
Are you sure it was a karaoke thing?
No, it wasn't a karaoke thing. It was just, it had TV and you could get like the radio stations or whatever. And you, like, I remember watching, like, they had basketball games on TV and you could see the basketball games and whatever.
Do you still have that?
I don't think so. It broke a long time ago. So it might be in like the basement or something, or it might have gotten thrown away. But
if you find it, I want to see it so badly.
Was the shit.
I want to see that so badly. Do you remember Muffins or the shoes video? Oh my God, shoes! Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes.
Oh my God, I should know.
Oh my God,
shoes! I hated that with a passion.
Oh really? Oh my God, that was my jam.
I'll never forget. He
also made the Muffins video, which if you don't know who it chooses, then you probably don't know what Muffins is.
No.
It was made by the same guy. And it starts off with him being like an old lady, like he's, dressed pretty much in drag as an old lady. And he goes, "What would you like for breakfast, Johnny?" and he's on his. Then it cuts to another scene where he's on his knees and he's looking up. He's like, "Muffins!" and then it cuts back to her going, or him going, "At Cunningham Muffins, we have the best muffins." It was like blueberry, strawberry, and it goes off and like fire, paper clip. Like it was just a whole bunch. Oh my God, I have to show you that because it goes off into its own direction. I think that's what like pretty much made the internet, and I'm surprised you have not seen at least shoes.
Yeah,
that's not ringing any bells. I should probably. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, it's okay.
It's probably still on YouTube.
It is very much so on YouTube, and he is actually. He just started being active again. Really? Not with making like new shorts, so I think it's just like other kind of garbage stuff, to be honest. I mean, that was the last time I checked was early last year that I checked his channel. Man, I'm amazed.
The only like channel people that I remember like really following was like Fred and then like Ryan Higa, like the Niga Higa guy.
Yeah. I mean, Jax Films has been around since like almost, I think 2007-ish.
I didn't hear about Jax Films until maybe like 2 years ago.
He kind of made a resurgence, I think. I think that's why he's more. I think that's why he's more popular in our group right now, in our little circle.
Yeah, because I first heard about him with the "Your Grammar Sucks."
Yeah, at first I didn't. When I remember he was making his resurgence, I didn't know. I was like, I'm subscribed to this Jax Films guy. Who the fuck is this Jax Films guy? And I looked at his videos. I'm like, I still don't know who the fuck he is. And I look like way back, and it's like, oh, him. And so it's like, it's just I think Jax Films has also shaped the foundation of YouTube, definitely. And I love his self-deprecating humor. It's so funny. Oh, I love Yai. It's so great. What are any YouTubers come to anyone's mind that you grew up with besides Fred? Because fuck Fred.
The people who made like llamas with hats.
They took my friggin' kidney.
That was Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh,
llamas with that. Carl, that kills people. Yep, I very much so remember that.
Salad Fingers.
Oh,
see, that I didn't watch.
That one was weird. The Harry Potter Puppet Pals.
That was like 5th grade for us. Holy shit.
Yeah. I loved that. I with my group of friends that I had in like 5th grade or whatever, we loved it so much. We were such Harry Potter nerds that we performed it for our class.
No way.
Yep.
I hope there's a video somewhere out there.
No, there's not.
No. Kayla, you're killing me.
It happened though. It happened. I don't know how we convinced the teacher to let it happen or why my teacher even let it happen, but it happened. We had like 5 people, but I think we had like 4 or 5 people, and I think we had to like double up on parts, but it was just like
one of the things I really remember about the Harry Potter Puppet Pals was pipe bomb.
Yes.
I know how that's such a vague reference, but it's like we get it.
That was the first video, the mysterious ticking noise.
Pipe bomb.
That's what was making the mysterious ticking noise.
Oh my god. Oh man, man, we're old. I think we're all old here.
Woohoo! Do you remember the Harry Potter Puppet Pals? Wow. And he's older than us.
I think I was in like a different state of mind.
Probably.
Okay.
I didn't discover the internet until like late 4th grade, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then when I was on the internet, it was more for like Wizard 101. I had like disc games. I had with our old very first desktop, my mom got me a Harry Potter computer game, and it broke our computer.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think our computer could handle the game because it was like a PS2 game in a computer disc, and our computer was like one of the old, like couple generations in, able to have a desktop in your house type computers, so it permanently slowed down that computer. It was so bad. Webkins was a thing too.
Webkins, okay, so I think my Webkins is dead. I'm pretty sure. Sure. Actually, I don't think they die. I don't think they die.
They just get very unhappy.
They get very unhappy because I remember, I think it was a couple years after I got my Webkins, I checked on it and it was still alive. So it's like, okay, well, it doesn't die. I think the Neopets died.
Yeah, the Neopets died.
I did not do Neopets. I did Webkins.
I did everything free on Neopets. I did not put money into that.
There's free stuff on Neopets? Huh.
Yeah, you could like make like a jank profile, have like a pet, and then play games. I didn't really get immersive in the world.
Huh. Man, I don't remember that.
It was like after the whole fad with like buying them. Yeah. The stuffed animals and everything. That was like after that kind of fell off.
There were people who thought Webkins were going to be the next Beanie Babies. Do you remember Beanie Babies?
Yeah, I have a garbage bag in my basement full of just Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah, we do too. And I'm sure we still have it. And
I think I have a separate garbage bag full of just Webkins.
You had more than one Webkins?
I had over 20.
Kayla, you're shitting me, really?
Yeah, and that is not combined with the amount that my brother and sister had.
Wow. Yeah. Man, I'm amazed.
I had a lot of Webkins. And you know where you can find them now? Dollar store.
Yeah, I've seen that. Oh, no. And, I hate to say it, gas stations. I've seen them in like some vague gas stations.
Yeah, that's where they've come to. My brother and sister were able to remember their logins and get into their accounts recently, but I don't even know what my username or anything would be. So
I don't remember any of that.
I just came to me. I remember it was written down somewhere, but that piece of paper has probably been long thrown away.
Do you remember what your first Webkin's name was?
No.
Mine was a golden retriever named Washington.
I think my first Webkin was a reindeer because we got him for Christmas.
Oh, that's cute.
Pretty sure.
What about Build-A-Bear? You've gone to Build-A-Bear, right? What was your first Build-A-Bear?
I don't remember. I really don't. I really don't. We went to Build-A-Bear so often where like
it's expensive.
It's expensive.
Even for parents, it's expensive. It's like I don't remember how much they are, but it's like
probably upwards of like $40 probably.
I mean, we're gonna have to go to Build-A-Bear
now. 20 and 50. They have Pokemon there now.
They do. I've seen that. I have heard about that.
They have Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon there.
Really?
Yeah, I think they still do. Don't quote me on that. I haven't been to Build-A-Bear, but
they
had like they had a promotional thing where they had Toothless at
recently.
Some point. Yeah, within the past like year or two.
Oh.
Well, it must have been How to Train Your Dragon is big enough to where it probably is still there.
I mean, I can't imagine Brian going to Build-A-Bear or anything.
Unless she drags me. That's about it. And then we look at all the cool stuff in the back that they have.
All the outfits.
All the posters.
Oh, yeah. You say in the back like it's a Spencer store.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All the cool stuff in the back, like in Spencer's.
I've been collecting Funko Pops.
I need to. I really want to, but they are expensive. Yeah. Even for little little figures like that. It's like $20.
Yeah. I have one on my wallet. It's one of the Game of Thrones dragons. Draco, is that what its name is?
Yeah.
The black and red one. It's a little mini dragon on my wallet, and I don't know where my wallet
is. On your wallet?
Yep. It's like a little mini keychain one.
Okay. Is it by Funko? Oh, sorry.
No,
it is by Funko.
All right, what were you saying, Bro?
I went to my friend's house. I don't remember how long ago it was. A couple months ago. I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
And I brought up Funko Pops to my friend, and he was like, wait, what are you talking about? Funko Pops? He's like, hold that thought. He like leaves and then comes back, and then he like takes me to this back room, and it was just his friend like streaming, playing video games, and his whole room was just covered in like shelves and shelves of Funko Pops and action figures, like wall to wall. I was like, oh my god,
that's dedication. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god,
one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
That had to have been at least like hundreds of dollars, right? Thousands of dollars right there.
There was a glass case he had where none of them were even out of the box. Yeah.
What are they, like super collectible?
I believe so.
Must be if they're in the glass box.
I think he said the ones that were in the glass case were like the first 100 that were ever made.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like as like
yeah, models go.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah. Oh my god.
Craziest, most random thing that's ever happened to me, because that's like right when I first started like getting Funko Pops and stuff.
Right. Did that inspire you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
I have 5 now.
You have 5 compared to a room.
Compared to over like thousands of dollars.
You gotta start somewhere.
I mean that's probably $100 right, or at least $100 right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to see. I wouldn't be the Funko Pops I want to get. I'm not a collector of Funko Pops. It would be a collector. I'd collect the things that would interest me, like shows and stuff. Like I like the Ghostbusters. I would buy the Ghostbusters. I'd buy some of the Dr. Seuss stuff. Like they have the Fox and Socks one, and then I wouldn't collect I'm not a Star Wars fan. I think they're dragging it out way too much now. Yeah, yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's entertaining, but
it's entertaining.
I don't see how long.
But I don't see myself collecting Funko Pops for Star Wars. I would see myself doing like the 80s stuff. Oh, like Back to the Future and. Did they ever have Indiana Jones as a Funko Pop?
I don't think so. They have Metallica Funko Pops.
They do? If they have Metallica, they have to have Indiana.
There's probably an Indiana Jones.
There has to be.
I haven't seen one, so I can't say.
Man, that'd be great. Man, if I had so much money, I would collect so much stuff.
I got a Funko Pop type figurine in a loot crate. It's a Fallout power armor guy. So
Fallout, that's a Funko Pop I want. Oh, the Vault Dweller. Oh my god, I love Fallout so much.
I don't know if the thing that I have is by Funko or by some other brand, but it's a Fallout armor thing.
Who is your favorite Fallout companion? I have to ask this. Oh yeah, I think we talked about this off air.
I like Dog Meat. Dog Meat's classic.
Okay, so in New Vegas, you have, or no, is it Fallout 3 in New Vegas? No, it was Fallout 3. I found Dog Meat in Fallout 3, and then I want to say within 5 minutes he was already dead. And you can't revive him in Fallout 3. You can't revive your companion. Have you never played Fallout 3?
No.
All right, so Fallout 3, the game rules are a little different than Fallout 4. I've played just a little bit of Fallout 4 because my computer is shit and I can't play it. But with Fallout 3, you can't revive companions. Once they're dead, they're dead. You have to make like a save file before or like right after you find the companions. And the companions, their AI is kind of shit in Fallout 3. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of garbage. But what else about Fallout 3? Fallout 3, well, it takes place in Washington D.C. in Fallout 3. That is the capital wasteland. Kayla, you usually haven't played Fallout 3 either, have you? I just realized that. No. I have. You know what? I'm gonna bring my PS3 over someday because I think you would enjoy Fallout 3. In fact, maybe you play Fallout 4 too, right, Brian?
Yeah.
I think if you enjoyed Fallout 4, you probably would enjoy 3. It's less. See, New Vegas is always people's go-to when they say, "Oh, the best Fallout is New Vegas." I'm like, all right. So the reason why New Vegas is not the best Fallout to play right after 4 is because there are just so many things you can do and have to do. Like if you want to get more bullets and stuff, you can craft bullets, which is kind of weird to me because then you have to keep all of your like scrap metal. You have to keep the scrap metal, and you have to keep like gunpowder, and it's like it wastes all your pocket space, obviously.
Yeah.
And I did not like that about Fallout New Vegas. So I don't think.
Is there an option to craft ammo in Fallout 4, or is that a mod?
I believe so. It might be a mod too, though. I know I've seen it. I think it's a mod.
It's probably a mod.
Because there's blueprints too in Fallout. So
yeah.
God, I can go all day about Fallout. Fallout is one of my favorite series of games. I started playing Fallout 1, the top-down isometric game. It's like, have you seen anything about Fallout 1? Like, it's
no.
Think of it like in late 90s. It is late 90s. Late 90s.
Like how Grand Theft Auto used to be.
Like Grand Theft, it's kind of like that. Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's like a roller coaster. It's laid out like, so it's top down. It's isometric, so you see it at a weird angle, and it's not first person at all. There's
That's
no
weird.
first person. I know you when you think of Fallout, you think first person shooter. Yeah, the original Fallout 1 and 2, no, they were not first person. They were think of it like playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. That is the original Fallout.
That's weird. I want to try. I want to play it.
I will gladly let you. Oh my god, I will totally let you guys play. Oh my. Like I said, I can go on and on about Fallout. Like do you remember when I said that I used to play Fallout so much that I got nightmares?
Yes.
I got nightmares from Fallout.
Oh,
I used to play Fallout so much. I finished 3 and I went immediately to New Vegas. And I think I probably should have given myself a break after 3. Because if I've been having nuclear nightmares, I think that's time to stop. And I haven't touched New Vegas. I haven't finished New Vegas. I haven't touched it in months now, which I probably should. I want to finish it, but my last save, I royally fucked up, and I can't
go back.
I can't go back because I saved it at the wrong time.
Oh.
So I'm like, I don't want to go back because it's like I messed everything up. I can't. I get like so anxious. Like I played that game so much. It's like, oh my god.
In Fallout 4 for me, I just got Hancock as my partner.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna work to try and do his story if he has one.
Do it because I love his story.
Okay, so he does have one. So he's been talking to me. He opened up to me for the first time, and one of the options at the end that I had was to flirt with him. And it was so unexpected.
I believe that. Are you a male character or female?
Male.
See, yeah, you can do either sex with you can do either gender with Hancock, and it's amazing. I love it.
So he said you can marry Hancock. Is that true?
You can get married in the game. I didn't say you can marry Hancock.
So, because that the whole
get married in Fallout 4?
I know you can get married in Skyrim, and it's Bethesda.
Yeah,
Bethesda.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, no.
I saw somebody getting married.
It'd probably have to be like a random companion. It couldn't be like. I don't think it would be like a main story character.
I don't know, because I walked into Diamond City the last time that I played, and the school teacher in Diamond City and his assistant robot, they were getting married by the church person that's like right there at the entrance. So it was really weird, but it's Fallout. Guy marrying a robot.
3. I'm going to have you guys play Fallout 3 because the storyline in 3 is so awesome. I mean, I've heard people that like New Vegas better, like I said, but I think the story in Fallout 3 is one of my favorites, and I think if you're anything like me, I think you would enjoy 3 a lot better.
Yeah, I want to.
So I'm gonna have to bring my PS3 over. I think we're gonna have to do a playthrough of that for you.
Yes, I'd be so down for that because I want to play more Fallout.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm at the point right now where I am debating restarting my game because I did the Institute ending, and so I've just gotten to the point where.
Wait, the Institute is bad, isn't it? No, the Institute is bad.
Well, I did the Institute ending, and so now I need to go do the Brotherhood
There's also
ending.
the Railroad ending.
And then the Railroad ending, and then the Minutemen ending. So I still need to...
Well, you can make different save files. You just do that. Kayla, come on.
I've already beaten everything, so...
But it's a fun game. The Fallout games are so great now.
They are.
I can't wait till Fallout 5. I hope...
They're making a new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're... Eventually, I think it's set in London or Europe, isn't it? Somewhere in Europe.
It's gonna be here.
It's gonna be here.
No. I don't know where.
Or
it's
U.S.
Be.
I should
I
say.
just know it's going to be a long time away.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anytime soon.
I'm always hoping they're going to do Chicagoland because it's just like, that's where we are.
That's where we are.
Awesome.
Let's go to Nuclear Wasteland, Chicago.
It would give me nightmares.
It would
I'm not
give
going
me
to lie. It would
nightmares,
give me
too.
absolutely like so many nightmares because it's like, this is what Chicago could look like.
It's like you're walking in the game, you're walking down like streets that you've been down and be like, I've been here.
Oh, that's a mortifying thought.
And just to think, like, would they, how they have it, would Chicago just be, like, the actual city be just a part, or would it spread out into the neighborhoods, like how Aurora, all the way out there type thing?
So with Fallout 3 and New Vegas, so I'm going to go for the Fallout 3. With Fallout 3, it is in the capital wasteland, so it's in Washington, D.C. So you have, I mean, this is Fallout 3, this is like 2008-ish. The map is fucking huge. So you have the Washington Monument, you have the Capitol buildings. They're pretty clustered together, but you can go fucking far, like into like the wastelands. Like, so I don't know how far they would make it if they were to do like the Illinois Chicago area. I mean, even in New Vegas, you have the Las Vegas Strip. It goes far. It goes far. So. You never know. You never know how far they're gonna go, but I would assume they would at least go to some of the suburbs of Chicago if they were to do Chicago. Otherwise, I mean, Chicago is a fucking huge city. I mean, so is Washington D.C., but Washington D.C. is not as big as New York or Chicago or.
No, and Chicago wouldn't give like a true wasteland feel because of all the buildings.
Yeah, unless there's
it's like the barren wasteland.
Well, don't forget though in the Fallout universe that everything was bombed. Yeah. So maybe there's probably going to be collapsed buildings. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a significantly less amount of buildings if they're going to do. But otherwise, I just can't wait for another Fallout. I would absolutely. I haven't even played 4 yet, and I absolutely cannot wait until the next Fallout. I just love reading the lore or hearing about the lore. Really, the lore is the best.
Yeah, the amount of thought that they put into like the games are pretty amazing.
It's just, I mean, that's why I got nightmares. I mean, if something can immerse me enough into having nightmares, I think it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, he started playing Fallout 4 before I started playing it, and started watching him play it, and with like the whole beginning cutscene where it's like you make a character and then everything.
War as hell.
Everything goes to shit. That actually freaked me out.
Yeah, she was pretty freaked out. I remember that.
Yeah, I was freaked out.
Did you skip the first part of?
No, but
How did that not freak you out when you played?
Because I already saw it. Because I watched.
Oh, you watched him play it before. Okay.
Yeah. So I watched the whole, maybe like that whole first cutscene, and then
that's a sad cutscene.
Yeah, that it freaked me out.
Yeah, because that's like that could. Being a little political, that could happen.
It could happen, and that's why it freaked me out. That's what literally the only thing going through my mind, like, this could happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a sad reality right now.
All right, so is there anything else we want to touch on? Because we're running long on this one.
I love Fallout.
That's probably where we can end it. Unless we want to end it on the Sopranos note again, where we cut out in mid-sentence. I'll probably cut it right there.
Yeah. That's probably what's gonna happen.
No, you know what? I'm just gonna say it though. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say, remember to look at Mike's book. I'll leave links in the description so you can check it out. Any books that are bought through Mike are going, as far as I know, they're going to the channel, and that's what Mike has told me a long time ago. And he'll probably deny it, but I'm gonna hold him to it because those funds, we need those funds. Eventually.
Yeah.
So again, check out White Eagles by Robert Statin on Amazon, Lulu Publishing, iTunes, Barnes & Noble,
etc.
Yeah, pretty much like that. And so thanks again for having Brian. I mean, you're welcome back anytime.
I'll come by more often.
Yeah, see, now we got another person. We got
woohoo!
Now we got Rizzy siblings on now. We got Brian now.
Got 2 Brians.
Oh, Brian, Rizzy, Brian. Yeah. All right. So once again, my name is Tyler.
I'm Kayla.
Hippie White.
And this has been the Endless Sides podcast. And I'm glad you guys came.
Yay!
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
again.